That shortest verse of the Bible is Jesus wept. You know the craziest thing I ever heard? This one I know I started to understand the Bible. I was probably just saved that day. And I remember some people, because I read the book of John over and over. That was the first book of the Bible. I heard some people talk about Jesus wept, the shortest verse, right? And they were like, they were trying to explain why he was weeping. And they said things like this. Oh, he was weeping because Lazarus was dead. I said, you crazy. I said, first of all, he let Lazarus die purposely. And he knew he would go and raise Lazarus. Why would he be crying over somebody he's about to raise from the dead? No. If you read that passage in context, he looked about, everybody was weeping and crying like they sorrowing like those that had no hope. And he wept because of their unbelief. You know that? Mm-hmm. He wept because of their unbelief. He had been telling them, I'm the resurrection and so forth. He just looked around and everybody's weeping like they didn't even hear what he had to say. It's like, you guys do know what I'm about to do here, right? I'm going to raise him from the dead. They should have been rejoicing and they just said, and oh Lord, if you would have, he wept. Jesus wept because of their unbelief. And when I actually had to explain that to people, like, and they didn't get it, it's like, really? You sure he wasn't weeping because Lazarus was dead? I said, no, he's about to. I go, oh boy, here we got to do. No, years ago, that was like 18 years ago. I said, oh boy, now I can see some things. And the only thing that made him marvel was unbelief and faith. The 2 times it said Jesus marveled. He marveled at the faith of a Gentile who said, just speak the word only. He marveled.
Centurion, right?
The centurion. And he marveled at the unbelief of Jews. He was like, you guys got to be. He pulled a Paul, like, are you so, I mean, seriously? You guys are that fool? Well, he calls them fools or slow to believe, slow of heart to believe. So the only 2 things that really moved our Lord was unbelief and faith. So when Jesus wept, I see him weeping at their unbelief. Not because Lazarus was dead, but back then I just knew. I was like, oh yeah, I could see some things. Folks not getting it.